This is part two of the sit down lesson. I kind of cut it short. It was about 8 minutes of the lesson of part one of me doing a sit down lesson for In the News December 5th, 2022, on this Monday, in regards of the news article that is brought from RT.com of showing that another clear example that the we're entering in that Karagma season, that MOTB of the American dollar is continuing to decrease, even though it still has value. But we're entering in that time when the MOTB is going to be fully implemented. We already know it's already here, but we're going to see the preparation of them fully releasing it and fully being mandatory, you know. And we're seeing signs of that slowly but surely. You know, the Karagma, which is Revelations 13 and 16, which I'm about to bring out right now. And I'm going to bring out, Revelations 13 and verse 16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive the MARK in their right hand or in their FOREHEADS. Right. Either you rich or poor, you know, you're gonna receive that MARK in order to like purchase things, in order to like go to your job, in order to like go to the movie theaters or jobs, etc. Or events, musical events, movie theaters, etc. You know, or like if you work out in the gym, or you know you're going to work, or you're going out to a restaurant, or you're going out to a movie theater, or your access to your car, or your access to your personal information, and you're gonna have to take that, you know what, you know, that Karagma, and we're seeing signs of that. You know, it's already here. You know, like the elders and apostles said. You know, Elder Malcolm, our beloved Elder Malcolm, he said it's already here. You know, just waiting for them to make it fully mandatory. You know, with that Karagma, you know, that MOTB, you know, because it's fastly approaching, slowly but surely, you know. And I'm gonna read it again for edification's sake. Revelations 13 and 16. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond, to receive a MARK in their right HAND or in their FOREHEADS. Right, because you're gonna receive that. You're gonna receive that Karagma. You know, that's gonna be a part, the top part of your body, or on the right hand part of your body. You know, that's that Karagma. You know, that MARK. You know, that Karagma. What's his It's already here. It's just waiting for it to be fully implemented. You know, be mandatory implemented, and we're seeing signs of that. You know. And that's another clear sign when Joe Biden make that announcement for December 13th for the central digital banking thing, you know. And that's another step right there of we entering that digital currency, you know. Even though we're already in digital currency, it's already here. But once it's being fully implemented and mandatory, you know, because that paper dollar is going to be no more value, because we already know the paper dollar is still valued along with the paper dollar currencies around the countries, in different countries as well too. It's still valued. But once they fully mandatory and implement, if everything is going for digital currency, that shows you a clear sign that the paper dollar in the United States and around the world is going to be no more value, because we're entering that age of digital currency, even though we're already in it. It's going to be fully mandatory and fully implemented when that time approaches. Once they lay it out, once it be fully mandatory, you know, hey, either you take that charagma or you're down with the Heavenly Father. Like the scripture says, you're gonna like the other, you're gonna hate the other and not like the other. You're gonna like this one, but you're gonna hate the other. So it's gonna be that time of choosing during that time of our temptation, which you can read that in Revelations 14 and 9 through verse 10. And I'm gonna go to Revelations 13 and 7. Salakia. Revelations 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the MARK, or the name of the BEAST, or the number of his name, right? In order to you be able to buy things to maintain yourself in the society for you and your family, to be able to get back and forth to work, with transportation. Either you catching a bus or you driving, putting gas in your car, or start up your car, or to be able to enter back and forth on the job, or, going to grocery stores, getting stuff and items that you need for you and your family as well too. So, hey, they implement that. So that's the implement of the MARK, that charagma. So we're seeing signs of that, It's already here. We're just waiting for it to be fully implemented of that full digital currency, This is the book of Revelations 13 and 18. Here is the wisdom that let him have understanding come to the number of the BEAST, for it is the number of a man, and its number is SIX 100 threescore and SIX. Right. Yep, because that that number SIX triple SIX, if you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna say it because I don't want speaking in code. But yeah, a that and that shows you a clear sign right here. I brought out this news article that the nations are swaying and swiftly shifting away from the American dollar, because the American dollar is going to be no more value, even though it's valued right now along with the euro dollar as well too. Now you got countries like Russia and China is swifting separating from the American dollar. They're partnering up with one another for finance reasons, for importing, exporting items, and that shows you a indication, clear sign that the nations are swifting away from the American dollar and the euro dollar as well too, because the American dollar and the euro dollar is going to turn into a full digital currency. So we're entering that time of digital currency. It's going to be fully implemented very soon, slowly but surely. It's increasing. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying for part 1 and part 2 of this lesson in regards to Russia and China swifting away from the dollar, from the euro dollar and the American dollar as well too. So we're entering that time of digital currency. Is going to be, once that time approaches, it's going to be full digital currency. So with that, hope this lesson was edifying for part 1 and part 2 like I mentioned before. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Akarkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.